This is TWiT.
I'm going to do the buzzwords really quickly. The Spoon Guru is talking about the B2B movement, the food industry that is now thinking about using AI to help the world's dietary needs. That's the buzz. But before we get to the buzz, let's start with you, and let's start with Spoon Guru. How would you describe what Spoon Guru was founded upon?
Well, in a nutshell, we are a food search and discovery platform, and we want to simplify the whole food search process for people who've got specific dietary requirements. That's why we got together and why we set up the company. We want to make it easy, less cumbersome, less frustrating for people to find whatever it is they're looking for.
Let's talk about what you're making easier. What is so frustrating, what is so cumbersome right now with the industry the way that it is about finding a particular dietary path?
As soon as you have some form of dietary requirement, your choice is immediately and drastically reduced. Nielsen published a study last year that showed that 64% of the world population is now on some form of diet. And people go on diets for a number of reasons, whether it's for religious reasons or for medical reasons or for aspirational reasons. But the fact of the matter is, as soon as you decide to go on an exclusion diet, you start to struggle. You start to struggle to find suitable foods, whether you try to find foods online or in a physical store. When we first got together, we became aware of this problem through personal circumstances, and we saw the struggle firsthand. And we decided to do something about this. We decided to use smart technology to address this problem. Even Google, when you go to Google today and you try to find vegan sausages, Google struggles to find accurate search results for that specific need. And that is a simple use case. What happens if you've got a household that's affected by multiple allergies? The husband may be on a religious diet, the daughter may be on a low sugar diet. If you have multiple dietary requirements, you pretty much, you're completely lost trying to find anything that matches your needs. And we are trying to solve that problem. And really, when we started out, we only knew two things. We knew there was enormous demand from people trying to find specific foods or recipes for their needs. And we knew there was a phenomenal amount of supply out there. The free-from market in the US alone is $24 billion. The products are out there. The demand is out there for people trying to find these products. But what seems to be missing is a bit in the middle. And that's what we're trying to solve.
Of course, we do have to highlight the fact that when you're talking about dietary restrictions, it could be any sort of dietary restrictions. You've already mentioned allergies. Some people will do dietary restrictions for health. Others will do it for religious reasons. Others will do it because of their geographical location. When you're using the search engine, what are you specifically trying to do? Are you trying to maintain certain types of nutrition? Are you trying to make sure that people are actually eating healthy? What are the different criteria that I can pour into my dietary search for a particular region, religion, culture? So our platform supports more than 180 dietary tags. And you're absolutely right, Robert. They range from the religious dietary restrictions to health diets or, veganism or preferences, food preferences. Some people may prefer to be on a gluten-free diet as a lifestyle choice. Whereas others may be affected by celiac disease and they have no other choice but to eat gluten-free foods. We are not trying to judge. We are fundamentally neutral and objective. Right. We allow our users to tell us what it is they're trying to avoid, or what food preferences they have, and if it exists, we'll try to find it. That's what we're trying to do in the first instance. We also support a number of healthy diets and aspirational diets, and obviously we would like to encourage people to embrace more healthy lifestyles, but we don't really. Our number one objective is to simplify the whole food search and discovery process, and we don't judge. You may be on a paleo diet, which may not be the best diet for you from a medical perspective. But if you choose that diet as a lifestyle choice, we simply help you find suitable products and recipes for that requirement. We've got PS Chops in our chat room. He has a very insightful question, and he's wondering if your search engine can help deal with food scarcity in certain regions. For example, if I've got a dietary restriction, can I use your app to make sure that I can have all my nutritional needs met within an area that maybe has a food scarcity of particular foodstuffs? Does that work into the engine at all?
What it will certainly do is it will expand the number of foods that are available to you on any particular diet.
Okay.
It sounds really simple, but many foods aren't actually labeled as, many vegetables aren't labeled as suitable for vegetarian, for example. I know that sounds very trivial, but actually, once you get complex dietary restrictions, the foods that are specifically labeled for that restriction also narrow in choice very much. So what the engine will do is greatly increase the number of foods that would be available to you on any particular dietary regime or restriction. So from that perspective, yes, in the sense that there may be foods out there that you're not aware that may fit your profile, we would be able to offer those foods to you.